Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English for Everyone podcast.
The podcast where we have simple, everyday conversations to help you practice your English.
I'm Rachel.
And I'm Joey. It's great to be with you all today. Rachel, I noticed you're wearing a very nice new jacket. Was that a splurge?
Oh, you noticed? Actually, no, it wasn't a splurge at all. I got it for a bargain.
A bargain. I love that word. It means you bought something for a much lower price than usual. Where did you find it?
I went to a thrift store over the weekend. You know, a shop that sells secondhand clothes. I found this jacket and it was 70% off the original price.
That is a huge saving. I'm usually not that lucky. Whenever I go shopping, I end up impulse buying.
Impulse buying, that's a very common habit. It's when you buy something suddenly without planning to, just because you saw it and liked it in the moment.
Exactly. I'll go to the supermarket just to buy milk and eggs, and I'll walk out with a new frying pan, 3 bags of chips, and a magazine. My bank account is not happy with me.
We've all been there, Joey. Supermarkets are designed to make us do that. They put the candy and the magazines right by the checkout so you see them while you wait.
That's a marketing ploy, a trick to get our money. Lately, I've been trying to be more careful. I've started a budget.
A budget is so important. It's a plan for how much money you will spend and how much you will save each month. Do you use an app for that?
I do. It tracks my fixed expenses, like rent and electricity, and my discretionary spending, which is the fun stuff, like going to the movies or eating out.
Discretionary spending. That's a very professional sounding term. For our listeners, it just means the money you choose to spend on things you don't need, but you want.
Right. And I realized I was spending way too much on takeout coffee. I was spending $5 a day. That adds up to over $100 a month.
It really does. We call that the latte factor. Small daily expenses that seem cheap but become very expensive over time. Now I make my coffee at home and bring it in a thermos.
Smart move. But Rachel, what about online shopping? I find it much harder to save money when I can buy things with just one click on my phone.
Oh, online shopping is dangerous, especially with targeted ads. You talk about wanting a new pair of shoes, and 5 minutes later, an ad for shoes appears on your social media.
It's like the internet is reading our minds. I try to use the 24-hour rule. If I see something I want to buy online, I have to wait 24 hours before I click purchase.
That is a fantastic money hack. Usually, after 24 hours, the excitement goes away and you realize you don't actually need the item.
Exactly. It helps me avoid buyer's remorse. That's the feeling of regret you get after you spend money on something you shouldn't have.
Buyer's remorse. I think everyone has felt that at least once, especially after a big shopping spree.
A shopping spree is when you go to many shops and buy a lot of things at one time. It feels great while you're doing it, but the credit card bill at the end of the month is scary.
Very true. Well, Joey, I think we've given our listeners some good advice today. Let's help them learn the vocabulary properly. It's time for our vocabulary deep dive. Let's look closely at those money and shopping words.
Our first word was bargain.
Bargain is a noun. It is something bought much cheaper than its real value. You can also use it as a verb, to bargain, which means to negotiate the price. Example, this designer bag was a total bargain at the flea market.
Our second phrase was impulse buying.
This is a noun phrase. It describes the act of buying things without thinking about them first. Example, I need to stop impulse buying clothes I never wear.
Next, we had checkout.
This is the place in a store where you pay for your items. In a supermarket, it's the counter with the conveyor belt. Example, the line at the checkout was so long that I almost left.
Next, we mentioned thermos.
A thermos is a container, like a bottle, that keeps drinks hot or cold for a long time. It's a great way to save money on coffee. Example, I always take a thermos of hot tea when I go hiking.
Finally, we mentioned shopping spree.
This is a short period of time where you do a lot of shopping and spend a lot of money. Example, she went on a shopping spree after she got her first paycheck.
Those are 5 great words to help you talk about money in English. Rachel, are you going to the shops after this?
No way! I'm going home to make a coffee and look at my budget.
Good idea.
Tell us in the comments, what was the last bargain you found? We want to hear about your great deals.
Thanks for listening to English for Everyone. Keep practicing your English and your saving.
See you in the next episode. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.